Welcome to a new English session with Mr. Abdulwahab Jamal Al-Ani. Today we are going to deal with Unit 1, Life Choices, the English Syrian curriculum, the national one, for grade 12 scientific and literature. Today's session will be about a worksheet on homophones, the pronunciation part. I prepared a worksheet related to this part. I extracted some questions, exercises, and practices in order to enhance students' skill in this area. The objectives of today: we will define homophones, we will identify homophones in a context, in a text, we will use homophones accurately and correctly, we will try to analyze the importance of homophones in contextual writing or communication, and we will try to demonstrate writing skills, and we will use or apply the vocabulary and the homophones inside it. After that, we will try to reflect on communication clarity, and we will integrate the homophones in real life context. We will reflect on a writing task. I try to cover the Bloom's taxonomy learning objectives of recalling, applying, understanding, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Let's start. What are homophones? Homophones are words that have the same pronunciation, but they have different meaning and different spelling. They can sometimes cause confusion in writing because their meanings vary, but the sounds are identical. You have to practice on them. You have to understand the meaning of a sentence and the meaning of the word as well, in order to know which homophone should you choose. Questions or exercises. Task 1. Choose the correct homophone. Below are sentences with 2 possible homophones in brackets. I need you to choose the correct word that fits the sentence based on the meaning. Write the correct homophone in the blank space. I gave the pair, and you will try to choose. That exercise, or this exercise, is resembling that one. Okay? I try just to enhance it and make it bigger. And then you will find a new thing. Which should we use to the goods? Okay? Which way should we use to weigh the goods? The first one is a noun, the second one is a verb. Number 2. No one knows the will be fine tomorrow. No one knows whether, I'm asking, possibility, the weather, the atmosphere, will be fine tomorrow. The cyclist, his bike, and set off quickly on the. So the first road, the past of ride, it's a verb. The second road, it's the path or the street, for example, and that's a noun. Be careful to the word class, to the word family of the homophone. Is it a noun? Is it a pronoun? Is it an adjective? Is it an adverb? And so you will know its part from the sentence in order to understand or to choose correctly. The man is enjoying his time with his on the beach under the, with his son under the sun. Okay? So with his child under the star, under the sun. I only a sandwich, of course, ate. I only ate a sandwich at o'clock, 8 o'clock, before I went to bed. First one is verb, the second one is noun. Sorry, at 8. Yeah, you can consider it like noun. The teacher asked the students to manuscript, to write down the correct or right answer. We usually purchase our food from a shop located on the corner or by the corner. I wanted to sit here in this place, in this location, to be able to hear, to listen to the speech well. Another question. Fill in the blanks. Complete the sentences with the correct homophone. Read each sentence carefully and fill in the blank with the correct homophone. Number 1. He couldn't decide where to go, so he asked for some advice. WH word of asking. Where to go. You need to seal the package before you send it to the recipient, to close it, to seal it, to stamp it, to put a tape on it, if you wish to say. Number 3. She was sore, unhappy, because she didn't finish her project on time. The second sore, it means to be quick or to fly high. The farmer needs to his crops before they wilt. Is it to sow or to sow? To sow, because sow here, that one, it means to deal with the strings, for example, or to make a cloth. So it's to sow his crops before they wilt, to prepare them, to put them aside. 5. My phone at home today. Is it I left or I left? And remember, today, is it I left or I left? I forgot it. I left it. I left my phone at home today. 6. I prefer the scent, the odor, or the scent, the past of scent, of the cake. I prefer the odor, the smell, the good smell, of course, of the cake I baked this morning. I have not, of course, done, the past participle of the verb do. Did, done. I haven't done, because I have, I have to put done my homework yet, and we have yet. This is important. The car will win the race. Will in the race, or win in the race, if it keeps this speed. Another activity, understanding homophone in a context. Now I will give you a text and I will ask you to identify the homophones or the pair of homophones. Let's read with each other and try to identify them. The passage. Not all people have the ability to explore their future and build it with more confidence and clarity. Till now, everything is fine. By the way, the text is correct. You have just to identify the two words which have the same sound and different writing. Most studies have highlighted the role of parents as active agents in career development of their children. So I have this there and this there, but both of them are the same. So let's keep reading. We will see. Parents want their children to opt for career they know well about, but what their children want or aspire to become can completely different. Many parents said they had misguided their children into choosing a career of their choice. It's very important not to burden our children with unreal expectation. Do we have anything till now? Do we have anything till now? Let's continue. There are a few factors that are of great importance in the career selection process. The child's aptitude is a mirror of his or her personality, strengths, and weaknesses. Hence, a designed aptitude test can reveal a lot of information regarding the child that can help in taking a well-informed career selection. It is very difficult to spend your life working in a field that you are not interested in. Courses leading towards a desired career should be found easily to the young to enable them to make right decisions about their future. I have lots of words which can be homophones, okay? For example, I have the word there, okay? I will try to make it in red. I have the word career. I have the word aptitude. Aptitude is important. I have the word right, I think, because I read the right. I have the word career, as we said, yes. And I have the word right regarding well informed, okay. And I have the word, yes, the right one. Yes, I found it right now, okay, the right word. So do you remember what are the words? The words are career and carrier. The second word can be there and there. Aptitude can goes with altitude. Aptitude, altitude. If you remember from the explanation session yesterday. I have the word right and I have the word right. Okay? And if you wish me to use a word from up, for example, I can use the word weak and weak. If you wish me to use this word, weakness, okay, or weak. Now, E, sentences construction or sentence construction with the homophones. Write a sentence using each of the following pair of homophones. Write your own sentence for each pair of homophones below. Be sure that the sentence clearly show the different meaning of the words. You have a plane, capital, capital, steel, steel, peace, peace, break, break, council, council, and the stationery. And the stationery, look at the word stationery, it is very, very important. Stationery with the A and this one with E. This is very important. One of them means the shop which you buy pencils, pens, copybooks from, and the other one, it means the station or the place which you go and wait, or for example, you assemble your meeting or workplace. You have a climbed and you have a climbed, okay? So let's use them. I have, by the way, I have sentences in the matching one. You will see them. They have the same meanings here. Let's do this and then we will go back to doing the writing sentences. Match of, because I need you to use the sentences in the next exercise. Use the sentences in the next exercise. Match the homophones. I can't believe they will be their wedding next week. Which one you will use? Break, break, bear, bear. When you will break their wedding next week, they will be breaking. The is the highest point of the mountain, the summit. I always my coffee with sugar in it. Add sugar to my coffee. I always add my coffee with sugar in it. You need to your car when approaching a red light. To stop it. To brake it. Brake. To stop. It is very important to advice from a professional. Counsel. Not the noun. Counsel the verb. Be careful to this. Okay? It's very important. Not the noun. Counsel with I. You have to use the E. The verb. Counsel. To ask for advice. True or false? I need you now to read and say, is it true or is it false? Read the following statements. If the statement is true, write it true. If it's false, write false and try to correct the word. There and there are examples of homophones. Of course, that's true. Peace and peace are homophones because they sound the same but they have different meanings. Again, it's true. That's the definition of homophones. Words have the same meaning, same sound, but they have different meaning. Break and break are homophones and they have the same meaning. Of course, that's false because the first break, it means something, to stop, for example, and the second break, it means to cut. So that's a false one. So it is not the same, it is different. Two and two, okay? Two and two are homophones, but they are spelled the same. That's wrong. They are not spelled the same. They are spelled differently. Two with one O, two with double O. Stationary with A, with stationary with E are not homophones. No, they are homophones. Because they have same sound, but they have different meaning. Stationary, the A, means not moving. Stationary, the E, it's a place or an office where you go and buy papers, pens, pencils, and office supplies. That too is an adverb. That too is a preposition. To is excessively. To is a preposition, which means to, belong to, for. Break, like we said, for example, the brake of the car, it's a device to stop the car or to stop the bicycle or the bike. While the other break, it means to cut, to separate, if you wish to say. Now, using the homophones in the context of a career development, you have to put from the passage or in the passage or in these sentences, we have to put what? The correct word. The child needs to understand what they in life so they can pursue the right career. What's they? Ask for. So, not sue to make laws. So, to choose they want in life. Parents should not their children into, they should not their children into a career path. Of course, because we have should, we have to put a zero form after it. So lead, you have to put the verb in its present tense. Lead, the zero form, the present participle. The child's can, sorry, the child can affect their future job satisfaction. Is it aptitude or attitude? According to our text, it is aptitude. Attitude is behavior, aptitude is skills. When choosing a career, one must that passion is as important as income. Is it considerate or consider? After must, I have to put consider. It's important to have the right skills with S or skills with Z. Skills with S to succeed in any career. We have diversity of words. You have just to know the meaning of them, and if you don't know the meaning, you have just to try to find out the correct or the right parts of speech inside the sentence. Matching. The one which I like, the one which is the most important. It will help you to understand a lot the meaning of the words. I gave you now the homophone pair and I gave you the explanation and I ask you to write the correct answer or the correct matching. Okay? So match the homophone pair to their correct explanation by drawing a line between a homophone and the correct or corresponding explanation. You can, I added a column for writing the answer. No need to put lines. Now the choice and explanation have been scrambled. They are not in the correct order and you have to correct, you have to put the correct match. The homophone pair, way, way, weather, weather, road, road, so, sun, sun, eight, eight, right, right, buy, buy, here, here, aptitude, altitude, career, career, plane, plane, capital, capital, steel, steel, peace, peace, break, EA, break, AKE, council, I, council, E, stationary, A, stationary, E, climbed, B, EB, climbed bed, but of course they have different meaning. Let's see. First one, or let's read for example. A refers to someone or something that transport goods or people. Refers to the action of purchasing something. Refers to the place of possession or possession in a space. Refers to the action of perceiving sound through the ear. Refers to the height, especially above the sea level. Refers to natural ability or talent. Refers to location or proximity of something. Refers to the actions of consuming food. Refers to a street or path that vehicles or people use. Refers to a choice or condition often used to express alternatives. Very nice. Refers to the action of writing something down. Refers to a method or direction. Refers to something correct or accurate. Refers to the star that provides the light and warmth to Earth. Refers to acting or action of riding, usually the bike or the horse. Refers to someone or something that transport goods or people. Refers to the number that follows 7. Refers to the atmospheric conditions such as rain, temperature, or wind. Very nice. Okay? Okay, allow me to put the word here. Now, refers to someone or something that transports goods or people. Of course, you can start from number 1 or from number A, you are free. But refers to someone or something that transport goods or people. Carrier. Okay. Refers to the action of purchasing something. To buy. Refers to a place or possession in a space. In a space. Where is it? In a space. In case you don't know what is the word, it is okay to leave it and solve what you know, and leave what you don't know till the end. Okay? So, refers to a place or a possession in a space. That's the capital. Okay? The capital. Again, if you don't know a word, it's okay to leave it and do what you know. And in the end, you will find the words which you don't know and you will put them. Refers to the action of perceiving sound through the ear. Perceive sound, it means to hear. Refers to height, especially above the sea level. That's altitude. Refers to natural ability or talent. That's aptitude. You see, people, you have just to read a lot and you have to understand the meaning and the practice on them to know the correct answer. Refers to location or a proximity of something. Location or a proximity of something. By. By. By, it refers to location. It's the only word. And refers to the action of consuming food. Eat or the past of eat, which is ate. Refers to a street or path that vehicles or people use. That's the road. That's the road. Refers to a choice or condition often used to express alternatives. Either this or that. To choose. Okay? That's the meaning of it. To choose. Again, if you don't know the meaning or if you don't know the question, leave it and we will solve or we will put it in the end. Let's read it again with each other. Refers to a choice or condition, often used to choose, right? Do we have a choice to choose? Road, right, weather. Yeah, thank you. Weather. Whether this or that. Refers to action of writing something down. To write. Write. To write down. Refers to a method or direction. Method or direction. Here. Refers to something correct or accurate. True. Correct. Right. Refers to the action of riding, usually a bike or a horse. Rode. The past of ride. Refers to the action of riding, usually. Oh, my bad, sorry. I made it here. It is here. Yeah. Let's go back. Refers to the star that provides light and warmth. That's the sun. Refers to someone or something that transport goods or people. Transport goods or people. That's carrier, right? I repeated it again. Okay, so it's the same. Refers to someone or something that transport good or people. I don't know, I repeated again. So, refers to the number that follows 7, 8. And the temperature, the wind, the rain, or the atmosphere, that's the weather. Okay? I think method or direction, you can use this one. Okay? As well. Refers to a method or direction, way, or here. Because they said method, so method it means way. It is better than here. And you can say here, by, I think, okay. Location, here or by. Yes, now we are okay. This one I should change it. Career, okay, for example, a job which you want refers to someone or something that you transport. Okay, career refers to, let's say, to the act, to the job, okay, or the work. of people. So now, in order to change, now it's okay. Can you see now I used career and I used carrier. Career and carrier. So instead of repeating the same thing, I used a new sentence. All right? Let's move on. Additional task. I will take these words now and I will use them inside. Fill in the blank question. The pilot adjusted the altitude of the, is it a plane or a plane? Of course, plane. That's the correct one. The king's capital or capital is located in the heart of the city. Capital, the city, or where the, for example, the state or the government rule. That's the capital. The thief tried to, is it steal the metal or steal the act of stealing valuable painting, but he was caught. I'd like a, is it piece, EA, or piece? Piece of cake. Because the other piece, it's the opposite of war. Desert, please. You need to brake gently or brake gently to avoid skidding on the wet road. To stop. Brake. The lawyer give me some or gave me some good. Is it counsel with S or counsel with a C? The advice. Is it counsel with C or counsel with A? With E, sorry. Counsel, that one. Plane, that one. Capital, that one. Steel, that one. Piece, that one. My bad, sorry. Break, that one. Please buy some stationery, AI, or stationery, E. It's the stationery. Now, after long climb, he climbed, B-E-D, or climbed to the top. By the way, both are correct, and you will use the first one. There is no difference between them. Okay, let's move on. Correct the mistakes if there are any. Okay, if there is any. Read with me, please. Identify the homophone errors in the following sentence and rewrite them correctly. I heard a noise but couldn't find the plane anywhere. That's the wrong one, and the plane is the correct word. The steel, the metal of the bridge was rusty. It's correct. But it didn't stop people from trying to steal pieces of it. It's correct. All of this is correct. It's true. It's true. The dog started to break when it saw the rabbit cross the road. To what? To break or to bark? Okay? No. And you can say bark. We'll meet at the capital or the capital. Okay? Capital. And the stationary bike broke down during the work. Is it the stationary or stationary? I need to take a break at the break of dawn. I like this one. I need to take a break at the break of the dawn. Which one do you choose? The break, that one. At the break of the dawn, that one. Writing. Homophones are common in everyday communication, but the misuse can sometimes lead to misunderstanding or confusion. In this task, you will be exploring how the incorrect use of the homophones can affect writing communication and personal expression. Imagine you are a career counsel or counselor tasked with writing a letter to a parent who is concerned about their child's career aspiration. In your letter, explain how important it is to listen to the child's interest and aptitude when guiding them toward a future career. Use at least 5 pairs of homophones correctly with the letter there, break, etc. Additionally, try to reflect on how using correct homophones in your letter and remember to ensure professional, meaningful, and clear meaning. Consider the potential of impact misguiding or misusing homophones in communication, a career advice. Letter to a parent, that's of course the instructions or the planning. Okay, I will write a formal letter to the parent explaining how the child career choice will be, what are the strength point and what are the interests, and use appropriate homophones. And number 2, reflect on the paragraph, 150 to 200 words. Okay, in the second part of your writing, try to reflect on the roles of the homophones and explain how using the correct homophones can convey the meaning in order to avoid confusion and discuss the importance of understanding homophones. Let's see. Okay. Dear, this is an example of writing, sample of writing. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Smith, any name, okay? Any name. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith, any name. I hope this letter finds you well. That's how to start your formal writing. It is important that we, this or that, their, children's aspiration uh, are carefully considered when helping them choosing a career path. As I've mentioned in our previous discussion, every individual has unique talents and interests, which should not be mistaken for an opportunity to simply make more money. Forcing a child into a career because of its higher earning can lead to discontent later in life. It's essential to focus on the right career choice to match your child's abilities and desires. Let's put this. We, okay? Important that we, their or their children's aspiration are carefully. It's important that we understand their. We choose, let's say. And choose what? Their, of course. And number 2, we should not be mistaken. Okay? Because of its higher. I understand that you want the best for your child, but I believe it's crucial not to sway the small or sway them, to convince them. into something they don't have a true passion for. Ultimately, we want them to succeed in a field they enjoy, which will lead to a satisfying and fulfilling life. Thank you for trusting me to assist in this important decision. If you noticed, I used the right homophone pair or the right word, and as I told you before, I wrote a formal letter to the parent. Of course, warm regards, your career counselor, Mr. Whatever. So, in order to know is it good or not, you have to write the correct use of homophones. Ensure that your homophones are correct used in the context. I did it. Do you have a cohesion or a clarity in the letter? I have a logically clear professional way of writing. I started with introduction. I set the purpose of my writing in the introduction, and then I moved into explaining, okay, what's the importance of the child career choose or choice, and then I put a reflection on why you have to do this, and then I ended my letter, and then I signed out or I use my signature. The reflective paragraph should clearly explain the importance of homophones and professional communication. I used that, and I was creative in my writing, original, I was direct, and everything I wrote was related to the counseling or the topic which they asked me to do. I'd like to thank you so much for having me today. That's the ending of the session. Next part, inshallah, next video, we will be talking about the grammar, the revision of tenses. It will be a heavy session. So prepare yourself for a heavy session. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow, inshallah. Have a nice day.